Hey, welcome back to the show. Glad you're here. Episode 3. Forget about everything you knew about goal setting and rethink about action setting. This episode I'm super excited to share with you. Couldn't come at a better time. It is the last week of the year, the last Monday of the year, and everybody's probably thinking about what they're going to set goals for the next year. And I am getting ready to tell my team about where we're going to go next year, where I see us going, what the impact is I want to see our team have on this world. And so this episode couldn't come at a more perfect time. So I hope that you enjoy 4 tips for action setting. Here we go. Hey, mamas, you're listening to the MomSquad podcast, a space for moms in network marketing. I'm your host, Melissa Wheelahan. I'm a mom, educator, coach, and trainer. For the past 25 years, I have been a part of network marketing as a stay-at-home mom, a part-time working mom, a full-time working mom, and most recently as an empty nester, and I've learned a thing or two. Do you ever feel like you're trading family time for business time? Have you tried all the things and still don't feel like you're getting anywhere? Are you always wondering where your next customer will come from or feel like the hustle never ends? Are you wanting to lead others but you just don't know how? Well, then you have come to the right place. I believe that the most impactful network marketers show up for their customers and team as their authentic, humble, and real self. So whether you're just starting on your network marketing journey, or you've been in network marketing for a while, or you just need to see things from a different lens, I'm here to help. I'm going to be teaching you how to level up your business through relationships, leadership, and impact. So grab a pen and paper and get comfy because it's about to get real, raw, and authentic. Are you ready? Let's stop the hustle and embrace the journey. Let's go. Okay, so let's talk about this. I love goal setting. Like literally, I love goal setting, you guys. Makes my heart warm to sit down and plan out a goal and map out all the steps and check the progress along the way. That is just my jam. I can set goals in my sleep. I've always been able to set goals. If you have ever done the Strength Finders test through Gallup to know your strengths, one of my top strengths is discipline and focus. So when I sit down to do something, I can really focus in and be very disciplined about everything that I need to do. I also have the strength of strategic, so I can also see things in how things that might go well and might not go well. So that's really a great skill to have when you come to goal setting. And in my full-time job, I do a lot of goal setting. I run a lot of projects. So I'm always having to think, okay, we have this project that needs to get done. What are all the steps that need to get there to accomplish this goal to make sure that we meet the deadline and we meet the deliverable we need to do? And goal setting always starts with the end in mind. And I'm not saying goal setting is bad. I just want you to rethink goal setting. In this episode, I want to share with you a new way to think about goal setting. So when we think about goals, we think about the end in mind. I'm going to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to go live every day. I'm going to sell $100,000 this year. I'm going to get out and walk every morning. I'm going to watch less TV. I'm going to be on social media less, right? It's always the end in mind. What is the end result? And I want you to think about your goal setting in steps of action. So it's okay to have an end goal, but what I find is when people start to move towards a goal and don't lose that 10 pounds or don't see this scale going, or they miss one day going live, or they have a bad month and don't sell, or they, it's too rainy and they can't get out and walk. They're like, whatever, hands up, done, can't meet the goal, might as well quit. And I don't even know what the statistic is. I should have looked it up. What percentage of people actually hold their New Year's resolutions? You don't need a new year to set a resolution. You can set something every time or every month you need to set something new. So what if we thought about goal setting as action setting and really focused on the action to get us somewhere and didn't focus on the end result, didn't focus on what is going to happen when we get there? What if we focused on the impact we could have on people or our own lives based on the action? So let me give you an example. I do challenges for my team. I try to do one like every other month. Early in my business, I did one like every month, but now we're a pretty big team of almost 500. And so we're doing them like every other month. And so I always do a challenge that focuses on action. It never focuses on the result. So the result is the byproduct of the action. So for example, in December, I did a 12 days of live challenge. So we challenged everybody on our team to go live every single day for 12 days. They had no idea what the prize was going to be. Like, I knew what the prize was that I was going to give out. My leaders knew what the prize was we were going to give out, but nobody knew. I didn't tell them. We just said 12 days of live. It was an action-oriented challenge, and they got a point for every day they went live. So if they didn't go live the first day, they weren't out of it, right? Because I know if people don't do things right away, they just go, whatever, I failed. People give up really easy, right? So they could get points for any day. So they could go live on day 12 and get 1 point. If they went live every day, if they really took the challenge and went live every day, they were going to get 10 bonus points, okay? So put all the points in, put their names in a spinny wheel thing, pick a winner. Okay, here is what was so exciting. We had people that had never gone live before, ever go live, because they were like, I'm going to get a prize. Even though they had no idea what the prize was going to be. Here are some of the things they said. It helped them have more people view, because we obviously did it either go live in Instagram or Facebook. They had way more people viewing and way more people commenting on their posts. Now we know like lives push the algorithm, and my goal was to get them comfortable with, my goal for them was to get them comfortable going live and help them see that the algorithm is a real thing. No matter how many times I tell people that, I don't know why they don't believe me, but it's a real thing. That was my goal. So more people were viewing. They got comfortable with going live. They were like, every day I did it, I got more comfortable. And then they had their own personal growth. I didn't need to give them any prize. Those 3 things alone are going to drive results for their business. Having more people view their stuff, being more comfortable with going live, feeling like they had personal growth, getting more customers, more sales, more potential recruits or team members from that action. That is the prize, right? I mean, there was prizes. We did give out prizes, but that really is the ultimate prize. So when you're setting your goals for the year, I want you to think about setting actions instead and doing action setting. And here is 4 tips for how you can do that. First, I want you to pick an action that you actually will do. Okay. Don't pick something that is astronomical. Start small. Your action might be, I am going to add 1 new friend every day on Facebook, or I am going to tell 1 person, I'm going to talk about my business to 1 person every day. It can be as little as that, or every other day, or 2 times a week. It can be as small as that. It can be as big as I'm going to go live every day, but make it manageable for yourself, right? Pick the action that you want to do, not the goal. Focus on the action. Okay. The second is, when do you realistically want to accomplish this? So 1 and 2 is kind of together. When do you want to accomplish this? Is this a daily goal? Is this a daily action? Is this a monthly action? Is this an hourly action? Like, what is it? I recently set a new action step for myself. I didn't even think of it as a goal. I have been for the last year and a half, year and a half or so, I have been spending 15 minutes, at a minimum of 15 minutes every morning in the morning, doing some sort of personal growth, whether that's my Bible study, that's listening to another podcast on from a coach. I have a couple of coaching programs I participate in. So like listening to content from there, journaling, like 15 minutes. When I was working from home, it was a lot longer. It was like 45 minutes. But if I can get up earlier, like a minimum of 15, I usually do 30 minutes. Some days if I get up early, I'll do 45. But I have set that action of doing it every day. So that action is leading up to an end goal that I have, but I don't look at that as the goal. Like the goal is to finish listening to all the episodes of a podcast of a person that I want to listen to, but I'm really just breaking it into action. Okay. Number 3, celebrate each action that you complete. In our team, we have Shout Out Sunday. And it is anything from I literally got out of bed today to I sold $1,000. Like it can literally be anything. Celebrate all of your actions because you know what? You did something that you would not have done the day before. So if I got up and I did 30 minutes of personal growth for myself in the morning, I'm going to celebrate that because I could have not done that. Right? It's like when you're on a diet and you're like, I didn't eat the dessert. Celebrate that because you may have probably ate the dessert before. So celebrate the little wins. And number 4, focus on progress. If you mess up, start over. If you miss a day or miss whatever you were going to do, don't stress out. Start over. Focus on the progress, not the end result when you focus on the action. The end result is the impact. The end result is the goal. The end result is how your business is going to grow, whose lives you're going to impact, what change is going to be made in the world. That is the end. That is the end goal. I hear too often people say, well, I tried and I gave up. Well, because the goal was either unrealistic or they didn't even think about the action. So focus on the action. Let's recap. The 4 things. Pick an action that you want to actually do. Stretch yourself a little. Stretching is good. Decide realistically when you want to accomplish that. Give it a time frame. Celebrate each action that you complete. And don't be hard on yourself. Focus on the progress. If you mess up, start over. Okay, that is my words of wisdom for today. I hope that you have a fabulous week and you are ready to go into this new year, ready to go and to just affect people's lives and change everywhere. Have a great day. Get out there. Be brave, be bold, be beautiful. See you later. Hey, mamas, did you enjoy that episode? I hope so. Who do you know that needs to hear this information? One of the ways you can show your love for the Mom Squad is by subscribing, reviewing, and sharing. And don't forget to take a screenshot of the podcast and post it on your favorite social media platform and tag me at Melissa Wheelahan. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next week.